will continue to weaken our economy and threaten our national security. I know many of you are working to confront this challenge.
We're on the phone right now with Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich. Governor, good to talk to you today.
Hi, Contessa. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Listen, I know that Obama, in his taped message, thanked you personally for your work on climate change. What have you done in your state?
Well, we've addressed the issue of greenhouse gas emissions by setting different goals and implementing specific renewable energy standards that would require our utilities, for example, to supply 25% of their power from wind, as well as other renewable energy sources by the year 2025. We're also powering 145 state buildings in state government with 100% wind power. Our fleet of vehicles are hybrid, flex fuel vehicles, and we've been addressing the issue of mercury in the Great Lakes. We have Lake Michigan here, and we've got this 90% reduction in mercury emissions to the lake. But what we're doing today with Governor Schwarzenegger and the other governors is obviously a lot bigger and a lot more global, and Governor Schwarzenegger has been a tremendous leader on the issue of climate change. You can say from his days of a bodybuilder, he truly is Mr. World when it comes to addressing the issue of climate change.
You know, it's interesting because in the last 8 years, the United States has in many ways gone in a different direction when it comes to environmentally friendly policies, turned our back on the Kyoto Protocol. So we haven't set a very good example for the rest of the world in terms of making environmental policies a priority. Do you think that in all countries around the world, sometimes it has to be done at the local level? Because certainly in the United States, cities, counties, and states are making some real progress.
Well, yeah, there's an old saying, think globally but act locally. And when you start building from the ground up, and in the case of what we're doing with the governors from Florida and Wisconsin and Kansas, California, and Illinois, these are big states coming together, working with ministers and representatives from places around the world to address the climate change, greenhouse gas emissions, and the pollution of carbon deforestation and other issues.
Yeah.
We're acting in a way that's significantly more than just local, and we are, I think, beginning to change the consciousness of leaders around the world, but it begins at the local level, and the United States must lead on this, and it's pretty obvious when you have the ocean's temperature warming and therefore rising, when the snows of Kilimanjaro are melting, when the polar ice cap is melting, when the Earth's temperature is rising. We need to do something about it, and we need to work as a world, and it ought to begin with the United States. And unfortunately, the policies of the past 8 years have not been in that direction. But change has happened in America, and with the new president and with Governor Schwarzenegger's leadership, I think we're going to make a real difference here.
And it also happens at home, too. What every individual family does makes a difference in the broader impact. Governor Blagojevich, I know you're a busy man and have a busy day ahead of you. Thank you for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
As we mentioned, this week is Green Week on the networks of NBC Universal. You can look for special